The cash flow from NAN's business enabled NAN to prepare the first 3 years of interest attributable to the note on December 31 of the current year. So how should NAN treat this prepayment of interest for the tax purposes? So solve this question.
Can you display your screen?
Sorry.
The screen is not visible.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So please solve now.
Ma'am,
Option
option
A.
C.
Option B.
No, ma'am, third option.
Okay.
Option C.
Okay, so both of you are saying option C. Okay, so question said that NAN is a cash basis taxpayer, borrow money from bank and sign a 10-year interest note on business property on January 1st of the current year. The cash flow from business enabled NAN to prepay the first 3 years of interest attributable to the note on December 31st of the current year. So he prepaid the interest for the 3 years. How can this be treated for the tax purposes? So option A stated deduct the amount as current expense, deduct the interest and amortize it over 10-year period. So deduct the current year expense and amortize balance over next 2 year. Capitalize the interest as a part of the basis of business property. Okay, so since when we do the accounting for tax purposes, we generally like include our interest as expense belongs to the period. Okay, so prepaid interest are not included as an expense until they belongs to the period in which they uh, are paid. So in this case, if you are paying the 3 year interest in advance, that means this is a prepaid interest and you can't deduct in your current year because it is related to your next year's. So that means you deduct the current year interest and amortize the balance over the 2 years. So option C will be correct here. So both of you are right. So let's do the next question. Becklers and Associate CPA audited and gave an unqualified opinion on the financial statement of Queen's Corporation. The financial statement contained misstatement that resulted in a material overstatement. So unqualified opinion means clean opinion. So CPA gave the clean opinion on your financial statement means your financial statement free from any material misstatement, whereas actually the financial statement contains some misstatement that resulted in a material overstatement of Queen's net worth. Queen provided the audited financial statement to Mac Bank in connection with the loan made by Mac to Queen. Beckler knew that the financial statement would be provided to Mac. So here the Queen provided the company provided this audited financial statement to bank in order to take some loan. So that means the bank rely on these financial statement and give the loan. Later on, the Queen defaulted on the loan and Mac, which is a bank, sued the backler, means bank sued the CPA to recover for its losses associated with the Queen's default. So which of the following must back prove in order to recover? So you have to tell what should be proved by the Mac in order to recover his losses from the backler.
Option D.
Okay, any other case?
Ma'am, option A.
Okay. So let's see the question. So it is said that the CPA gives an unqualified opinion, means gives a wrong opinion on the financial statement which are used by the third party, which is a bank. So since here the Queen knows that, the Beckler knew that the financial statement would be provided to Mac. That means the CPA already knew that it will be provided to the third party. And due to this wrong opinion, the third party relied on these financials and gave the loan. And Queen defaulted on that loan. So Mac sued Beckler to recover his loan. So you have to tell what the bank have to prove in order to recover. So Beckler was negligent in conducting the audit. So bank has to prove that there is a negligence done by Beckler. Second thing, bank has to prove that Mac reliance on this financial statement caused Mac to extend the loan to the Queen. So because Mac rely on this financial statement, due to which he gave the loan to the Queen. Okay, so one of you are saying the option number A and option D. So what do you think? Is it the case of negligence, gross negligence, or case of fraud? So what do you think? Is it the case of gross negligence, negligence, or fraud?
Gross negligence.
Okay, any other guess? Okay, so since the CPA knew that this financial statement will be provided to the third party, but he uh, it is not given that he knowingly gave the wrong opinion. So that means this is a case of gross negligence because there is a material overstatement of Queen's net worth. It means there is a negligence which is shown by the CPA. Okay, so since this is a case of gross negligence, or you can also say it fraud, because the Beckler knew that it will be provided to third parties, still he give the wrong opinion on this financial statement. Okay, so in order he will be liable to this third party, it is obvious, and in order to recover the damages from this CPA, the bank has to prove both these facts. Like Beckler was negligent in conducting the audit. Okay, they have to prove that the Beckler has done the wrong audit. They have given the wrong opinion. They do not exercise the due professional care. Second thing, because they have suffered the damages because of this audit report, so they have to prove that they rely on these financial statement, and due to which they extend the loan to the queen. Okay, so that means both of option will be correct. So correct option should be your option number B, not A or D. Is it clear or any doubt?
Got it.
Okay. Next is a CPA quickly prepared the financial statement for WSA Corporation without noticing that an asset was inadvertently overstated on the balance sheet by 10%. An investor who had purchased the stock in WSA based on financials lost $10,000 as a result of the investment. The investor claims that WSA committed fraud. Which of the following is true regarding whether the fraud was committed? So here CPA prepared the financial statement and without noticing that there is an asset which is overstated by 10%. So the third party who is an investor rely on this financial statement and suffered the losses. So investor claimed that this is a case of fraud. So you have to tell whether this is a fraud or not.
Option B.
Okay, any other guess?
Ma'am, second option.
Okay, so yes, both of you are correct. So since it is given that without noticing that he asset was overstated by 10%, that means it is a case of negligence, not a fraud. He willingly not have prepared the wrong financial statement. So it means fraud is not committed, but the misstatement occurred due to the negligence. Okay. Next question. Parker, whose spouse died during the preceding year, has not remarried. Okay, the spouse has died in the previous year. Parker maintain a home for dependent child. So, what is the most advantageous filing status for the current year?
Ma'am,
Option
second
B.
option.
Yes, correct. So, after the death of spouse, up to 2 years, the taxpayer can claim the status of qualifying surviving spouse. He has a dependent. Okay, next question. The tax preparer has advised a company to take a position on its tax return. The tax preparer believes that there is 75% possibility that the position will be sustained if audited by the IRS. So if the position is not sustained, an accuracy related penalty and late payment penalty would apply. So what is the tax preparer's responsibility regarding disclosure of the penalty to the company? So there is 75% possibility that the position will be sustained, will be successfully sustained by the IRS. So what do you think? In this case, they have to disclose this penalty or do not disclose this penalty to the company?
Can you show us option D?
Okay, sure.
Option D.
Ma'am, second option.
Okay. Yes, correct. So since in this case there is a 75% possibility, means there is a um, 75% possibility means the position past the probable standard. So in this case, you have to disclose both the penalties to the company. So in this case, you have to give a disclosure to your client. Okay. Next question. Any doubt in this question?
No.
So which of the following special provisions need not to be included in a private foundation's governing instrument for it to qualify as a tax exempt organization under 501(c)(3) section? So which is basically not a condition to qualify as a tax exempt organization.
Ma'am, second option.
Okay, any other guess?
Option B.
Okay, yes, correct. So, so there is no such condition that you have to accept contribution from individual only if you are want to qualify as tax exempt organization. Okay. Okay, so next question. Under the UCC secured transaction article, when collateral is in a secured party's possession, which of the following condition must, sorry, you have not done attachment topic. Okay, let's do next question. Which of the following statement regarding a creditor's right against a surety is correct?
Ma'am, option A.
Okay, any
Option D.
okay. So you have to tell that creditor's right against a surety is correct. So which of the following is a creditor right against the surety? So first option state that the creditor must first attempt to collect the debt from primary debtor before being able to collect from the surety. So it is the right of creditor that he has made first attempt to claim his debt from debtor, then go for surety. So is it correct? If there is a surety, he can also go for surety directly without even taking attempt to collect from debtor. So option A is wrong. Next option stated the creditor must collect payment from surety through a wage garnishment. Okay, so he can collect the amount from surety through his wages, like deducting certain portion of his wages. Is it correct? So it is also not correct. Next option stated a surety does not have the right of subrogation. Means surety cannot like ask the debtor first to give his debt before the surety basically paid their obligation. So does the surety have this right or not? What do you think? Is this a correct statement or not? Does the surety have this right that he can first ask the debtor to give his debt before he actually pays? Are you there? So, what do you think? The surety has this right or not?
No.
Yes, he do have this right.
Oh,
And basically, this option is incorrect. First of all, because of this statement. Second is it is asking for surety right. You have to tell about creditor's right. Okay. So in both ways, this option is incorrect. Next option, the surety is primarily liable to the creditor. So is it correct that surety has primary liability to pay to the creditor?
yes.
So is it correct or not?
Option D is correct.
Yes, correct. Okay. So let's do the next question if you don't have any doubt in this question. Any doubt?
No.
Okay, so let's do this question. Kent, without authority, contracted to buy computer equipment from Fox Corporation for Ace Corporation. So here, this is talking about your agency related question. This question is related to agency. So here, this Kent basically without authority. He do not have the actual authority, but still he contracted to buy the computer on behalf of Ace Corporation from the Fox Corporation. So Ken told Fox that Kane was acting on A's behalf. So he told this third party that he is an like he has actual authority, but actually he do not have any authority. So for Ace to ratify the contract with the Fox. So in order that Ace to rectify the contract means to continue this contract. So since the agent has done some action on the behalf of principal, so here this principal means your A's have to rectify the contract means have to continue this contract, have to accept this contract with the Fox uh, by doing which condition like should be satisfied.
Option A.
Okay, so in order to rectify the contract, he has to inform to the folks that he is intending to rectify this contract, intend to rectify this contract. So is it correct or any other guess?
Ma'am, option B.
Okay. So the correct answer is option B. So in order to rectify the contract, there should be like knowledge of all material fact relating to the contract. So A should know all this fact which is related to the contract, that is rectify. So in order to rectify means if he want to continue this contract or want to accept this contract, he should know all the fact related to this contract. Okay. So is it clear or any doubt?
Clear.
Okay. So correct answer is your option B. Next is under the Federal Bankruptcy Court, an involuntary petition in bankruptcy may not be filed against the which of the following party. So which of the following party you can't file involuntary petition? For which of the following party? Railroad employee, postal worker, farmer, stock worker, broker.
Option C.
Okay, any other guess?
Ma'am, option C.
Yes, correct. So for farmer and one more was there. What was this? Farm for farmer and one more parties were there for which you can't go for involuntary petition. Do you know?
Insurance company.
No. For non-profit organization and farmer, you cannot go for an involuntary bankruptcy. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so next question. On November 1st, Yost sent an email to Jen offering to sell a rare vase. The offer required that Jen's acceptance email to be sent on or before 5 p.m. Okay, so here the offer was received to the Jen, in which it is stated that in order to accept, you have to send your acceptance on or before 5 p.m. Okay, on November 2nd, on November 2nd, so you can give your acceptance through mail up to this time. On November 1st at 3 p.m., Jen sent an acceptance by overnight mail, but it does not reach to the Yost until November 5. So Yost refused to complete the sale to the Jen because he has not received the valid acceptance uh, within this time frame. So he refused to make this contract. So what do you think? Is it an enforceable contract or not?
Ma'am, option B.
Okay, any other guess?
Option D.
Okay. So option B state that of contract is not enforceable because the offer require receipt of acceptance within the time specified. So since you have sent your acceptance within this time frame, okay, so that means it can be enforceable, but look that you have to accept email, like send your acceptance through the email, but you are sending your acceptance by overnight mail. So that means there is difference of the medium of transfer of acceptance. So that is why your contract is enforceable here. Okay. Second option is incorrect because you have sent your acceptance within the time frame. Okay, so your acceptance will be valid when you sent it, but it is not reached because of some issue or whatever is there. That is another thing, but you have sent your acceptance within the time frame, so that means your option B is not correct. Is it clear why the option A is correct, not B?
What is the difference between email and overnight email?
Okay, so email means you're like sending through the Gmail, but your overnight mail is a different like method of transferring, like expedite ship. When you send certain documents through the on urgent basis, like in some emergency conditions, so it is called the overnight mail. So it is basically like sending through the some postal services and all. Okay, so there is difference of medium of transfer, so there is not a valid acceptance here. Is it clear? Any doubt, or should I explain it again?
No, understood.
Okay. So basically, overnight mail is used to send certain like documents on an urgent basis through some services, postal services, basically. Which of the following is a statement uh, true under chapter 15 of the bankruptcy code? So chapter 15. First is a foreign entity may file only for chapter 15. The automatic stay is not available. So this question we already discussed during bankruptcy practice session. So which of the following is correct regarding chapter 15 bankruptcy? First, second, both, or neither?
Ma'am, option 1.
Okay, any other guess?
Can you explain?
Yes. Okay, so first option stated a foreign entity may only go for Chapter 15 bankruptcy. So is it correct that only foreign entity can file for Chapter 15 bankruptcy? What do you think? That only foreign entities can file for Chapter 15 or other maybe? Sorry. Uh, a foreign entity may file only under Chapter 15 means your foreign entity may only go for Chapter 15, not other chapters of bankruptcy. So what do you think? A foreign entity can only go for Chapter 15 or can file other bankruptcy chapter also? So it is a false statement that foreign entity can file for other chapter of bankruptcy also. Okay, so it is not correct that they can only file under Chapter 15. Okay. So next option state that the automatic stay is not available under Chapter 15. So when you go for bankruptcy, the court issues a order of relief. So it is said, which is called basically automatic stay. So it is said that the automatic stay is not available under Chapter 15. So is this correct that it is not available under Chapter 15? So what do you think, that automatic stay is available or not available under Chapter 15?
I'm confused.
Okay, so when you file for bankruptcy, there is a order released by the court, which is called the order of relief, also known as automatic stay. That means which can prevent a debtor from the creditors' harassment, their way of seizing the assets. So it is also available under Chapter 15. Okay, so this option is also incorrect. So both of these options are incorrect.
Ma'am, not option A, not option B.
Yes. So both of these are incorrect. A foreign entity can also go for other chapters, and automatic stay is also available under Chapter 15. Okay, so both of these statements are incorrect. So correct option will be your D. Okay, so any doubt? Hmm?
ये तो मेरी होगी क्या?
नहीं पता।
अरे ये टास्क तो नहीं है।
Okay, so let's do the next question. Under the secure transaction article, okay, secure transaction we have not done. Next question. Chapter 7 of the Federal Bankruptcy Code will deny a debtor a discharge when the debtor. So when does the chapter 7 can deny a debtor a discharge? So to discharge from the debt is denied by the your court when the debtor is a corporation or a partnership. Obtain a chapter 7 discharge 10 years previously, accidentally destroyed relevant information which is relevant to the bankruptcy, or made a preferential transfer to the creditor.
Option C.
Okay, and any other guess? So the Federal Bankruptcy Code will deny a debtor a discharge when the debtor is a corporation or a partnership, obtain a Chapter 7 discharge 10 years previously, accidentally destroy information, or made a preferential transfer to the creditor. So in which case they can deny a discharge.
Option D, last.
But if a debtor has made some transfer to the creditor, not other people. So if they have made the transfer to the creditor, so they can discharge from their debt. If they have paid their debt, they can discharge from it. So this is not correct. Okay. So second option stated obtain Chapter 7 discharge 10 years previously. So if you have obtained this 10 years previously, then the court can deny you the discharge. So it is incorrect. Next, accidentally destroy information. So if the information is accidentally destroyed, so in this case you can deny from your chapter deny a debtor from discharge. Again, it is incorrect option because the information is not like willingly destroyed by the debtor. Whereas your options A stated it can be denied a debtor from discharge when it is a corporation or a partnership. It is correct statement because when a corporation or partnership can file for the bankruptcy, then the corporation or partnership is dissolved. Okay, so in that case they can the chapter 7 can deny the debtor from the discharge. Okay, so this question we already discussed when we did some bankruptcy related practice session. So can we move to next question now? Or
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
so next question is on my second handy hardware rent RAM. RAM Industries assigned purchase order that stated in part as follows: ship for my 8 delivery. I think this one we already did. Okay. So on my second, the handy hardware's sent RAM Industry a signed purchase order in which the order was actually this one, but the RAM received purchase order on my second and he received something different from which he actually ordered. So he ordered the 300 model AX socket set, whereas he got only 200 model of AX socket set and 100 model WZ socket sets. So Ram shipped the model AX and model WZs to the handy without any explanation concerning the shipment. So he returned back these goods. The socket set were received by handy. Sorry, the seller sent these goods to the buyer without any explanation. So he has not given any explanation that he is uh, basically shipping the some different goods also. So the socket sets were received by handy on my 8. So which of the following statement is correct regarding the shipment? So here the buyer has ordered 300 model of this one, but he actually got 200 model of AX and 100 of different set. Okay. So seller did not explain anything and shipped these goods to the buyer. So what do you think? Which of the following concerning the shipment is correct? So you have to tell regarding the shipment.
Ma'am, option C.
So option C is saying that handy's order must be accepted by Ram in writing before Ram ships the socket set. So handy's order, the order actually basically ordered which is given by the handy should be accepted by Ram in written before he shipped this socket set. So is it correct that you have seller has to accept the offer in sorry, have to accept the order in written, only then he can ship the goods? So uh, is it necessary that the seller has to accept the order in written before he ship the goods? It is not necessary, so that means option C is not correct. Any other guess?
Option D, D.
Handy's order can be only be accepted by Ram shipping confirming goods. Okay, so Handy's order can only be accepted by Ram shipping confirming goods. So if he's like sending the same good, then only Ram can accept this order. So what do you think? Ram can accept without sorry, Ram can accept other set also, or he should only accept the confirming goods? So is it correct that the handy's order should be accepted by Ram shipping conforming goods? So only the conforming goods should be accepted by Ram, or he can accept the different sort of stock also. Or the other option state that option first is that Ram shipment is an acceptance of handy's offer. So since the seller has sent the shipment, so that means he is accepting this offer. Or Ram shipment is a counter offer. So what do you think? Which of the following should be correct? Should I explain?
Yes, please.
Okay. So option first state that Ram shipment is an acceptance of handy's offer. So what do you think? Is it correct or wrong? That if the Ram means seller is sending the goods, that means it is obvious that he is accepting the offer. So is it correct or wrong? What do you think? That if seller is sending you the goods, so it is obvious that he is accepting your offer. Otherwise, why will he send his good to the shipment? So is it correct or wrong?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. So that means the action of seller here indicate that he is accepting the offer, because otherwise he will not ship the goods. Second is Ram shipment is a counter offer. So it is a case of goods. That means UCC section applied here. Sales good section applied here. So Ram shipment is a counter offer since he is giving the some different goods without any notice. So that means it is not considered a counter offer unless he is given some written notice to the buyer. Okay. Third option, I already explained. Fourth option, handy's offer can only be accepted by Ram shipping conforming good. So Ram should be, uh, sorry, uh, your, yes, seller should accept this offer orders only by like shipping the conforming goods. So since the seller accept the offer and also send some non-conforming good also. So is it correct that he is accepting only by shipping conforming goods? He is even accepting by sending some non-conforming good also.
Okay, ma'am.
So your option A is correct, whereas other options are wrong. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay, so do you want like more practice session related to some sims and MCQs?
Ma'am, stimulation based practice is left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So okay, so let's also conduct some practice session for MCQ as well as simulations. Okay. So I am giving you 2 to 3 days. So prepare some units like first, second, or if you can do the both, then we will discuss some simulation or MCQs related to these units.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So okay, so then we will meet after 2 to 3 days. Okay, we will schedule a practice session. I will send the link in the group.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you
ma'am.
for
Thank you,
joining.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.